It's October, there's a Friday the 13th to contend with as well as Halloween, and there are a bunch of scary games on the market. The Evil Within 2 has just launched, the eagerly anticipated Friday the 13th adaptation has just hit shelves, and notorious old school shocker Night Trap has been polished up for modern audiences. Now, I'm not one of those people who like to be scared. I hide behind my hands during scary movies. I play horror games with the lights on and the sound off. I get uncomfortable reading even the cheesiest Pokemon creepypasta. But there is one game out now that I can play to get into the proper October spirit. It ticks all my boxes. It's full of challenges, minimalist graphics, and a healthy sprinkling of 80s slasher flick inspiration. Welcome to Slayaway Camp.
They thought summer camp would be fun. It wasn't long before they realized it would be deadly. Slayaway Camp.
I first stumbled across Slayaway Camp as a free-to-play online flash game, and it tickled my fancy the moment the loading screen completed. Yes, sure, it is a soccer band-style sliding block puzzle, but you control a psychotic slasher named Skullface, and your task, instead of moving boxes onto dots, is to kill everyone in sight. The glorious cult horror stylings come thanks to Jason Kapalka, who co-founded excellent puzzle publisher Pobcat Games and who helped design Bejeweled. He teamed up with Ido Yahaley, who'd previously worked on the Cardinal Quest series, and brought indie developer Nate Schmold on board for visual and sound design. And we are so glad they did. Like most puzzle games, Slayaway Camp doesn't really have a story as such, but the basis of the game is that, wait for it, a youth camp has been built on the remnants of an ancient native burial ground. A teenage prank went horribly wrong on Thursday the 12th, and you guessed it, that is how Skullface was born. Now, hiding his disfigured face behind a spooky mask, Skullface seeks his revenge in the most gory, bloodthirsty way possible, while still remaining ridiculously cute. The game itself is presented as a series of old-school horror movies, on VHS no less, which you massacre your way through, scene by scene. As well as the simple sliding block puzzles, there are reflex-based bonuses that reward you with extra coins, which you can spend on hints and tips, as well as an assortment of additional killers, new gore packs, and other goodies.
They thought it was safe to go back to camp, but it wasn't. Slayaway Camp 2. Return to Slayaway Camp.
The core game, which also appeared on freebie online site Congregate, has since seen a stack of brand new content. In addition to the 10 original movies, each one complete with its own deleted scenes, there are also a number of festive holiday DLC packs which add even more murder and murderers to the collection. All in all, it adds up to more than 200 brain-twisting logic puzzles wrapped up in a schlocktastic tribute. Most of the levels are simple, non-restricted block sliders. Others are move limited. If you take too many stops, the SWAT helicopters will arrive and take you away. Still, other levels feature police officers who have a laser-like focus on the space in front of them, but who are easily distracted and disposed of. And of course, while each level has at least one solution, if you make the wrong move, Skullface can find himself in unsolvable loops, or even dead himself, if he steps on a landmine, walks into a fire, or slips into the water. Understanding that some people might want the puzzles without the explicit homicides, the dev team has added in a blood and gore slider so you can tone things down a bit. I don't know why you'd want to though. Part of the glee of Slayaway Camp is coating everything in a fine red mist, not to mention giggling your way through some cleverly constructed death scenes. That said though, I would not like this game anywhere near as much if it had a different art style. Obviously, if it was anything like realistic, the delight I feel at dividing someone's face with a machete would be non-existent. But even the colour scheme, the adorable voxels, the cats, and the minimalist style choices, they all add up to make this game about killing people feel remarkably unviolent. Even as Skullface is shoving someone into a wood chipper, it's still bright and sunny. If you are a fan of puzzle games, of Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, or 80s classic horror movies in general, or of giggling over blood-spattered death scenes, Slayaway Camp is a must-have. It's available now on Steam, iOS, and Android for a steal, but if you still want to try before you buy, the original free-to-play online version is available on Congregate, although it doesn't have any of the recent upgrades and extra bits. Oh, and if Skullface sounds in any way familiar, there's a good reason for that. In one of the most bizarre pairings ever, our adorable voxel murderer is voiced by none other than Mark Meer, the voice of Commander Shepard.